All right, welcome into the Breer Report for October the 15th. A lot of news to get to here at the league meeting in Atlanta. We're going to start our first topic for today is the Davante Adams trade to the New York Jets. The Raiders trade Adams to the Jets for a conditional third-round pick that can become a second-round pick if Adams is either first or second team All-Pro, or the Jets playing the AFC title game or the Super Bowl with Adams on the 53-man roster. Woody Johnson just spoke in the lobby of the hotel. You could certainly sense the urgency from the Jets owner in getting a deal like this done now. But it wasn't a result of the loss last night. Adams was at the Jets facility this morning. He flew in last night overnight from Vegas. So this was a deal that had been in the works for a while. Obviously, the teams have been in contact for a while. It was pushed over the goal line last night before the game and before the Jets lost to the Buffalo Bills, 23-20 in Monday Night Football. And so now, if you want to spin this forward, look at what it means for the Jets going forward. They're obviously going to have to figure out how they deploy all of their weapons. At receiver alone right now, they've got Garrett Wilson, Allen Lazard, Mike Williams, and Davante Adams. How are the reps split up? What does this mean for Garrett Wilson's role in the offense? What does this mean for the running game? There are a lot of unanswered questions that'll have to be worked out. Now, the good news is that you do have offensive coordinator who's no longer the play caller, but still has the offensive coordinator title and still is very involved in game planning, in Nathaniel Hackett, who worked with Adams for a few years in Green Bay. And there's a system in place with the Jets that has similar terminology and concepts. So Davante Adams is going to be walking into a situation where he's got good familiarity with the quarterback. He's got good familiarity with the system. And on top of that, you're looking at a team right now that really needs a jolt. And clearly the Jets, coming out of 2-4 start, are getting that jolt. The hope was that they would get it from the coaching change. Whether or not they showed more energy last night, you can argue that until you're blue in the face, but they wind up losing the game. And now here comes another move for a team that is leveraged and all in on what's right in front of them right now. The Son Reddick situation is still out there to be resolved. He's now got a period of time to look for a trade partner. The Jets, of course, would still like to have him in, and the feeling that the Jets have had is that he will come in to be eligible for free agency in the next few weeks if a trade isn't worked out. He needs to play this year to be eligible for free agency next year, and if he does not show up by week 12, then he wouldn't be eligible to play this year. So that's another piece that you're looking at going forward. The big question, of course, is going to be whether or not Rodgers was involved in this. And I certainly can tell you that the Rodgers was part of the discussions when the Jets looked at trading for Davante Adams. And the feeling among the teams involved in this, we've talked about this, the Steelers inquired, the Bills inquired, the Raiders engaged the Saints in trade talks as well. That was another place that Davante Adams said he'd be okay with going to. But the feeling all along was that Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers were trying to engineer a trade that would land Davante Adams with the Jets. That obviously winds up being the result now. It's a move for right now, for this year. There's a lot of uncertainty on where he is going forward. They're going to have to pay a prorated amount of the $17.25 million he's on the books for in 2024. Davante Adams' contract going forward at least makes you feel like there's going to have to be some sort of adjustment, or he's going to be a free agent after the year. He's due $36.25 million in 2025. He's due $36.25 million in 2026. Not a dollar of that is fully guaranteed. And it seems unlikely that any team, including the Jets, would pay him that much in 2025. So either that gets reworked or he becomes a free agent in 2025. Again, this is very much a move for right now.